Welcome back. I'm the DOC, BOBLEE, Dr. Bob Lee on BronxNet. And our next guest has been a practitioner of the martial arts for over 30 years. And he is the founder of 52 Blocks Martial Arts School. And he joins us today to speak about 52 Blocks and how others can learn the technique to defend themselves. How do you say? Offense is the best defense.com. Please welcome to the show, Lyte Burly. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm doing well.
So you've been doing this for some time, huh?
Yeah, man, a lot of work. a lot of work with defense.
Well, people think it's just a physical thing, but it's also mental and spiritual.
Definitely. Well, mental, because you when you train a lot, you spend a lot of time with yourself. So you start to really learn yourself from the inner outer. And spiritually, 52 Blocks is one of the only arts that really covers self-preservation. We have a lot of arts that their defense is their offense. And 52 Blocks, the defense is the defense. So when you train the art of defense, it seeps into your soul where you learn to give people chances. It's not that, they do something and immediately you hit them with the heart exploding technique. With defense, when you do that, you give people the benefit of the doubt, I like to say.
Who's helping you with a lot of this fighting? Sandra DaCosta?
Yes. Great management team helping me to bring 52 to the next level. And, we're all excited. I've been beating at this rock by myself for the last couple of years. So it feels good to have somebody else with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, let's come with a team.
On the rock with me.
Beautiful. Sandra DaCosta with the Bullion Foundation. What inspired you to create 52 Blocks, and how long did it take you to build up a following?
Well, it's something I grew up seeing. When I grew up, men were men. They handled disputes with their hands, and because of that, they became very good. They became very good at techniques. And 52 Blocks is a defense. It's a foundational Black American art that has always been in boxing. When you look back at Jack Johnson with the Chitlin circuit, 10 Black men in the ring blindfolded, it was defense. Because when you're blindfolded, what you using? You can't see your opponent, so you got to kind of feel them. So it was my teacher, Wilson Pitts, that helped me connect the origins of 52 to when Black boxers were allowed to engage in boxing, and all the way down to the 80s where I seen my cousins, it was defensive movements, and I was like, wow, I love that. The ability not to get hit was way more appealing to me than hit someone else.
Mayweather has that defensive.
Oh yeah, that's it. The Philly shell. Yes.
Yeah, you make a mistake and that's it.
Yes.
Bam.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Philly shell is an example of that. Benny Briscoe too, another old time fighter who used a lot of elements of 52. A Jersey Joe Walcott, and like I said,
all right.
Yeah.
Taking it back. So wait a minute. People think that, some people think that you can just get in the ring or start something and be all right with it. And you may be all right for the first 30 seconds, but then you get tired.
Yeah. Yeah. My teacher says stamina make old ladies of us all. So yeah, he said, and if you're only Bruce Lee for 30 seconds and the fight goes for a minute, you're in trouble. So stamina is a big thing. And that's where real training comes in, is that it couldn't be, that's where I feel I've revolutionized 52 Blocks, is to take it from something that became just a street element and add the jumping rope, the running the miles, the intense repetition to put it into your muscle memory, because you only have fight or flight. And so if your brain doesn't remember the fight, then you go for flight. So you really have to put that memory into the muscle. So during those times, you execute.
And you said a whole lot there. I grew up in the hood, so it was just regular, whatever, let's get busy, whatever you got,
Exactly.
and get busy like that. But when you begin to train and you begin to discipline yourself to do the things necessary, to take care of business, mind, body, and spirit,
Yes.
you can really know how to handle different situations and give yourself, you instead of just teeing off right off the bat,
That's
it gives
right.
you an opportunity to think about whether or not I want to get into this,
Yes.
or maybe I can bump it down another way. Now,
Yes.
how many, you got into boxing first, right? And you watched hours and hours of film. Explain that.
Well, in the beginning, it was I went to it was like a military school in Philadelphia called Girard College, and there I did like taekwondo and wrestling, and the early beginnings were 52, but in the beginning, all I had was this. And I was copying off of the older guys. That's the only move I knew. So I was very limited.
Time, though, right?
I was good with it. I was fast. So then I got into taekwondo, wrestling, and then when I came back, it was some other martial arts where I thought I was learning, but that's when I learned certain teachers really not teaching you. They're kind of using you as like a living heavy bag. You're not really learning nothing. You're kind of just getting beat up. And then eventually I met my teachers, Roberto Sharp and Wilson Pitts, and they really put me on the way. And it was Wilson Pitts who helped me to understand the moves that I had figured out and I had gathered from 52 that it had to be systematic. He said, you can't freestyle because then that's not good for your mind to hold on to, and muscle memory. It has to be repetition. He said, you do it once, you got to do it 1,000 times. And that's what I did. So I put my moves together, systemized it, and then I ran into the world. I was like, I couldn't just teach it just yet because I had to be the guinea pig. So I accepted all challenges, and then I went around the schools, putting it out there against other arts and disciplines.
And now you have your own school, 52 blocks.
Pretty much. Yes, 2 online classes, 8 DVDs, 1 book, and a set of cards.
And so somebody can learn from home, right?
Yes.
Especially during the pandemic.
Yes, I got very lucky. I had a guy that reached out to me from Learn Martial Arts Academy, and he was asking me to set up an online course. And I was like, I don't know. But then the way he sold it to me and the way we broke the lessons down, 500 lessons, real fundamental, I was like, this could work. And a year later, the pandemic hit. So I got very lucky to already have a year running.
So you have a number of students.
Yes.
Now,
I think it's up to like 100.
How do you get them to feel the punch and get their knuckles and
see? See, now that's the only thing I told them is that this gives you the base. And if you certify, if you take all 5 lessons and you certify, I will come to you and put the on your face. And we've had people that have done it. And one of my students who done it, he was in Denmark. He said, I've certified Lyte and I'm in Denmark, and we went to Denmark.
And you went there to kick his
I went to Denmark. And and because you got to make it real. So
you got to make it real.
Take all of the tests and you certify, I come straight to you.
He said, damn, somebody came all the way from New York to kick my...
That's right. He was surprised. I was surprised. I was, I was in Denmark. It was different, but I was ready.
Yeah. Before we wrap up, give us a few demonstrations, maybe one.
Okay. One of the moves that made me famous is the skull and bones. Now that's for straight punches. Like when you're thinking about straight punches coming at you, we have both sides.
Oh, but these are punches coming at you, so it's like
yes. Okay. So if you would look at jab straight, and then if it would go jab straight, hook, overhand, it'd be.
Yeah, and so you're throwing at the same time because offense is the best defense.
That's right.
So you're putting a hurting on them. You're putting a hurting on them at the same time.
Yes. If you're thinking about a street situation, we use the elbow to block. So if you can run them into the elbow, you'll end the fight quickly. And if even in a training situation in the ring, you can just block the shots. Because they told me, they said, like, in the real ring, they're not going to let you do that. So I went and I got me an amateur fighter and we won the Golden Gloves and we did it. So it can be done. You know, defense is defense and defense is self-preservation. I always believe that if you can defend yourself, you give the greatest muscle you have a chance to execute, which is your brain.
Yeah.
But if you take too many shots, then you fall into what Mike Tyson said is everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah. Hey, where can we go to get more information on you?
Lyteburly.com is the website. The two online classes is advanced.lyteburly.com, learn-martialarts.com. My 52 Blocks channel is 52. My channel on YouTube is 52 Blocks Info, and the bat line, if you want to call, just text me, is 347-816-5357, 347-816-5357. We can just talk defense.
Yeah, there you go. 52 Blocks Martial Arts School. He does it, Lyte Burly. There you go. Keep doing that because unfortunately we have run out of time. I'll try to block as much as we can, but I want to thank all of our guests for tuning in and checking it out. And I want to thank you for checking this whole thing out. We do it just like this each and every week. So make sure you tune in and be a part of it all right? For all of us here at BronxNet, have a great and enjoyable day. And always remember this, what you are is God's gift to you, and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice and let your choice control the chooser of the Dr. Bob Lee for 107.5 WBLS. I'll catch you another day, another way. See ya.